If you have a real estate photography business that you want to take to the next level, or you're thinking about starting a real estate photo business, this is going to be one of the highest value videos that I've made. But it's only going to work for some of you because you're going to have to look past this awful Airbnb studio bedroom that I'm in and the bad lighting and bad audio and really take away the meat from this video. If I would have had the information in this video when I was starting my business, it would have been a much faster process for me, and that is exactly why I make these videos, because I help people move along faster and not have to go through all the trial and error that I did. You know, looking back, I didn't know anything. I didn't know there was a roadmap. I had to go all these different directions to build my business. What I know today, having helped literally thousands of people through this process, is that there is a defined way to start your photo business that works very well. Get to 5K a month, 10K a month, 20K a month, and wherever you want to take it past there. I met a business owner last week that does about 250K a month in his real estate photo business. And so the sky's the limit, and I thought you had to go out there and forge your own way, and I just wish I would have known this process from the start. So in this video, we're going to be talking about one aspect that is very important of getting your business to whatever point it is. Maybe it's 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever your goal is, at least your first goal. I'm sure it'll move once you get there. This video will help you get there more efficiently. And that topic is pricing, average order value, services you provide, basically the way that you get money as a business. And so that's obviously an important part. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the products and services that we offer, how we price those products and services, why we offer the different services, and then very importantly, how to bundle all of those services together. I get to talk to a lot of people who are building their real estate photo businesses, and I think there's actually a lot of misunderstanding here and ways that people go about the process of those few things that really leave a lot on the table and don't allow them to build as healthy or as profitable of a business as they could. And the thing I love about this topic is that it applies to all sizes of businesses, meaning when you're a solo photographer, the way you start your business, and up until the point where you're doing 15K-ish a month, most people do everything themselves. If you're at that point, this video will help you build a very healthy and very profitable business so that when you do go to scale, you'll be able to do so in a way where it's not just scaling a mess, right? You're doing everything right, your business makes profit, and you're scaling something that is like perfectly set up, meaning when you scale it gets better. And if you already have a scaled business, you can sort of fix some of this stuff to get some more profit out of your business to keep growing your business. And this doesn't mean that I just think money is the only thing we need to focus on. I just know that businesses that have a good, clear handle on the money that comes into their business and how they spend that money and have significant profit coming out of the back end, those are healthy businesses that are able to serve more customers, hire a bigger team, allow you to do what you want in life. So whatever the reason you start your business is, you need the business to be profitable and healthy. And so this video will help you do that, and I'm gonna dive right into it. So the first thing I wanna talk about is the services we currently offer as of October 2023 and the pricing of those services. And so we've made some updates to this, changed how we've ordered things. I made similar videos talking about this topic in the past, but this is the most up-to-date version. And so when you go on our order form, you see the first three things, which are our package services. These are responsible for more than half of our revenue, so most people simply pick one of these packages. We basically take a bunch of services and bundle them together and then give them a slight discount. The discount isn't even that much, and that's something that's important to keep in mind. Honestly, part of the appeal of the packages is just they don't really have to think too much what they want. Like, we've structured these in a way that makes sense from their perspective, save them time, and allow them to just get what they really need to market a listing. So we have the approach now of putting our most expensive package first. It's $825, and honestly, the reason we do this, if you ever heard the analogy of like a good suit sales process, like you go in to try on a suit, they put the most expensive suit on first, and that anchors your mind with the price. Everything after this seems really cheap. So you see $825, then $365 seems really cheap. This is actually our most popular package. It's not just a marketing thing while we have it there, and that's the way we've set it up. The middle thing is going to be the most popular. You can see that brings us $365, and then our base package is still more than just standard photos, includes some drone photos and stuff like that. And then with each of these packages, when you click on it, it adds upsells. So you can see, like, when they click, it pops up and it makes them go, oh, what's that? And they look into it, and we get a boost from this. Average order value, something that's very, very important. And really, average order value is the difference between a 60K a year business and like a 250K plus. Like, you just can't build a big business if you're making $120, $150, $175 on average per shoot. It's just much harder. And so we're very focused on average order value. You'll see that here. The standard in every single one of our packages is a floor plan. standard schematic floor plan. These are made by Cubicasa. I want to talk more about them in a second because they've released an awesome new product that I think you're really going to like, and we are implementing into our business as well. We are a Cubicasa preferred photography partner. You can go to their website to check out more info on that, cubi.casa, and they'll give you info on that. Just gives you discounts on some of their services. And part of that preferred photographer program is we now add floor plans to every single one of our shoots. I think it gives us an awesome competitive advantage, and our clients love floor plans. So you'll see that that's a standard in each of our packages. And then after that, we just kind of build them based upon what we think agents could order at each price point. The key here with packages is you don't want to put something that never sells in a package, like a service that you just don't sell a lot of, in a package thinking that will help you sell more of it. Like, exclusionary thinking is very, very much a thing. Like, they will see one thing they don't want on these packages and be like, I don't want that package. So just think clearly through that. Don't just lump a bunch of stuff that nobody orders on there. Put your most common stuff in each package, and that'll help you sell more of these packages. Going to a la carte, we obviously allow them to order a la carte as well. A little less than half of our revenue comes from a la carte. You can see our pricing here, and I encourage you at any point to pause this video and look at our pricing. Honestly, copy it. You're totally welcome to use this. No pride of ownership here, just a bunch of stumbling around in the dark as we've kind of figured out what works, and so you're welcome to just like rip us off in any sense with this pricing. Obviously, each market's going to be a little different, and so if you're in a higher end area, you may have to charge a little more. Dallas, Fort Worth, where we do most of our shoots, is a pretty standard market. So if you're in a place that's more of like a middle market, our pricing will probably make sense. And then if you're in an area that's just lower cost of living, you want to adjust this down slightly. But just side note here, I do think one of the bigger mistakes that photographers make is underpricing their services. And if you know anything about me, I am not the guy that says be like way more than everybody else in real estate photography. You have to be within range. But my take is that if you're in the bottom half of the other real estate photographers in your area, pricing wise, you're just losing money. Like, you're just leaving money on the table. I honestly recommend being in the top 20% of pricing of real estate photographers in your area. It'll allow you to make more money, have a higher average order value, but then in turn you'll be able to build a better business. You know, if you make more money, you're more excited, you're able to hire better team members, you're able to compensate them better, you're able to pay for it. Like, everything gets better the more you charge. And so just a quick side note, we have all of those services there. Video services, you can see that if you're familiar with our pricing from past videos, we have updated that slightly. We've made our order form a little bit more streamlined, kind of directs them through the process. It's not just a ton all on the screen at once, at least compared to what it was. We have our other services, twilight photos. And so I encourage you to just kind of pause this video and look at our services, especially if you're brand new to real estate photography. We have put a lot of time into how we price things and just the way it's presented on here. So look into that. 3D tours, floor plans, and room measurements. Floor plans, I mentioned earlier, are a big seller. And one thing I want to talk about specifically in this video is the company we use to make the floor plans, because I have a cool update from them around floor plans. We've been using Cubicasa for a long time. And I highly encourage you, if you're a real estate photographer and you're not offering floor plans, it is like the easiest thing ever to download the Cubicasa app and start offering floor plans to your clients. Like, you will instantly make more money. But if you're already doing floor plans, maybe you're drawing them manually, you can save so much time instantly. So I love recommending companies where it's just like the simplest process. You literally just get a Cubicasa account and immediately you can start making floor plans, and it's like brainless. Like, you just scan the fit. Anyway, more on that in a second. They just released a new product called 3D floor plans, as you can see here. And I think these are going to be a massive seller for my business. They reached out because we've done a partnership with them in the past, and they were like, Eli, we launched this new service. I'd love to have you share it with everybody. And honestly, I forgot all about the partnership aspect. I was like, this is awesome. Like, this is a great service. And so when they were like, can you make a video talking about it? We'd love to sponsor it. I was all in immediately, because I love to recommend companies that I personally use, I personally pay for in my photography business. We don't get it for free, and we make money using Cubicasa. And so this video is brought to you by them, and I couldn't be more excited to talk about these as an awesome add-on that you can add to your list of services. At our business, we are kind of soft launching them at a cheaper price point. You can see that we're charging $85. We plan to bring this price up to over $100 at some point. And my absolute favorite part about these 3D floor plans is it doesn't change the process for how you make a floor plan. As part of our packages and services anyway, we offer a floor plan for every listing, the 2D floor plan, as you can see here. And adding a 3D floor plan is just another click of a button. You still scan the property in the exact same way, and it literally, I made videos where I say it takes 5 minutes, and all of the comments are like, it doesn't take 5 minutes. You're right, it doesn't take 5 minutes. It literally takes like 2 minutes or 3 minutes in an average house, and you can get both the schematic floor plan and the 3D floor plan. And the thing that I like about floor plans is the agents can post them in MLS as a photo. And so a lot of the services, if you've been in real estate media for any length of time, you probably have the understanding that like the photos sell the house, the rest of the stuff markets the agent. Well, the cool thing about floor plans is they are part of that photos. And so they actually make a difference when the agent goes to sell the house. It's a cool resource to have in there. And they make the agent look really fancy from a marketing perspective, right? I mean, that 3D floor plan is super cool and it just catches your attention. You know, when someone's looking for houses, it's a bunch of like the same stuff over and over. So just seeing that floor plan kind of makes it seem cool. And the thing that's interesting is like every apartment complex does this already. So we know it's a good marketing tool because those apartment complexes are all about making money. And so if they're paying to have floor plans like this created, probably a much more expensive solution that's not even as good as Cubicasa, it is worth it for you and it is worth it for your clients. So I encourage you to just do that now and add that to your list of services. So that gives you a run through of our pricing and some more specific info on like how we price things. I encourage you if you're brand new to look at that. And honestly, if you have an established photo business, look at how we do things. Everybody has something to learn from everybody. You know, I look at people's pricing all the time to try to figure out how I want to run my business. And so that's that part of the video. Now, why this is so important from a scaling perspective is something that I didn't really understand when I was starting my business. Like when you're first starting, all you care about is your top line revenue. Like that's what gets you excited. That's what you talk about records for, like how much money your business brings in. But ultimately, if you have a business that's earning $10,000 a month and only makes $2,000 in profit, or you have a business that's making $8,000 a month and makes $4,000 in profit, well, that smaller top line business is honestly the healthier, better business because it's making more of the output that your business is supposed to produce, which is profit, right? And so I was very fixated in growing top line numbers in my business. I was like, anything to grow that. That is important. You can't make $10,000 a month in profit if your business only makes $8,000 in revenue. Like the math can't work there. So top line is very important, but I think a lot of people really fixate on this. And so when I help people through the process, you know, if I take someone through the entire life cycle, which is a super cool process that I get to do in coaching. And if you haven't checked out coaching, I highly encourage you to. You can find the link below, click it, talk to Zach and Carl on my team, and they can share more with you how the process works. But when I'm taking someone through that process, we look at it from like the bird's eye view, and we can have them do exactly what we want in the right order. And so the first step is get you to somewhere between 8 and 10K a month in revenue. Then we start really focusing on, we don't hire anybody at 10K. You'll feel like you're pretty busy at 10K. You'll probably even tell me, hey, I can't really do any more shoots. I think I need to hire. Then we start refining your business because my goal is to get you to 15K at a minimum in revenue before you hire anybody. No photographers come in, nobody else, because we know that if you can get your business to 15K, first of all, you're probably gonna have a lot of profit. If you're doing 15K in revenue, you should be around 12K profit, give or take, right? So that's a lot of money. A lot of people would love the opportunity to earn that much money. And when you get yourself in that position, you have to go through a lot of refinement. And so you have to look at your pricing. You can't just allow your pricing to be too low, or you can't allow your pricing to be sloppy or not packaged correctly. And so you have to do that. You have to become efficient when it comes to shooting. One way you become efficient is by doing less shoots, but more stuff at each shoots. That's why the way we price our services and the packages are so important. It's why they're at the top. And it's why I love add-ons, right? The more add-ons you have, the more your average order value is going to be, meaning the more time you spend shooting, which is when you get paid, and the less time you spend driving to shoots. So that's one of the things, right? We have to get you more efficient. So if you're able to get to 15, 16, 17, we've even had people get to 25K a month as solo operators. Usually they're working pretty long days though. So once you get there, then you have all of these options available. You can just keep making the money for yourself. Awesome. Save it up, build up your net worth a little bit, use your business to produce that for you, give you some stability in your life. And that's always a good first option, get that stability first. But then number two, if you have a really profitable business that's efficient, when you hire somebody, you're duplicating that efficiency into them. And so they're going to go out there and they're going to have an efficient system. They're going to be, doing shoots that are expensive, meaning it's just going to be a better and better business that's more and more scalable. I grew my business so fast that sometimes maybe we'd be doing 40K a month in revenue, but only making like 8K a month in profit or something on the months that were bad. Like 8K a month is great, but my 40K business could have been doing 15 or 20K a month in profit. There's no reason. It was just laziness on my part and, making the excuse that I'm focused on growth. And so that's why I am much, as I've matured in my understanding of running a real estate photo business, had the opportunity to work with more people and take them through the process. I think profit is the most inspiring metric. And so that's what we look at is like, how can we get someone to build a more profitable business? And you do that by making your average order value higher and by being more efficient. And you do that through add-ons. It's one of the easiest ways, as well as the way you price and package your services. So I hope you got a ton out of this video. I'd encourage you to just if you already have a real estate photo business, go through and audit it. think about it in the context of this video. Does your packages make sense? Are they in the right order? Are the pictures above those packages, do they look interesting? Are you doing things, little tweaks that could make your average order value higher? And I hope you got a ton out of this video. I've been much better at responding to YouTube comments, meaning I'm answering them all. So if you have any questions, drop it below. I'd love to answer them for you. And if you haven't yet, it is literally a no-brainer to check out QB Casa. Like I said, they were kind enough to sponsor this video. I would have done it anyway because I love QB Casa. But anyway, they were kind enough to sponsor this video, and so definitely check them out. You can instantly use their services to make your clients happier and make more money. And I'll see you in the next one.